Assalamu alaikum, boys and girls. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. Are you excited for another story? I know I am. So let's get started. Today I'm going to tell you the story of Bani Israel and the army of Jaloot or Goliath. So let's get started. Bani Israel were the children of Prophet Yaqub alayhi salam. They were saved from slavery of Pharaoh by Prophet Musa alayhi salam, who took them out of Egypt. They were given the book Torah for their guidance. When Prophet Musa alayhi salam died, these people obeyed Allah's commands in Torah for some time. As time passed, they forgot the teachings of Torah and started doing what they wished for. When they put Allah's message behind, Allah punished them, and a cruel king took away their land and belongings from them and killed their children. It was a very hard time for them. Many years passed, and these people were still homeless. Allah stopped sending prophets in them. Then these people realized their mistake and prayed to Allah for a messenger. Allah answered their prayer, and Hazrat Samuel alayhi salam was sent by Allah as a messenger for them. The leaders of these people came to Hazrat Samuel alayhi salam and said that they wanted to get their land back. They asked the Prophet to pray to Allah that he appoint a king from among them so they can fight for their land under his leadership. Hazrat Samuel alayhi salam said that if you back off after Allah appoints a king and refuse to fight for your lost land, what will happen then? They promised that they would fight no matter what. Hazrat Samuel alayhi salam said that Allah has appointed Taloot to be your king. Their leader said, "How can Taloot be our king when he is a mere soldier in our army?" Hazrat Samuel alayhi salam said that a leader should be powerful both physically and mentally, and Taloot has these qualities. Allah appoints whoever he likes. As a sign of Taloot being your king, you will get your lost sacred chest that has the belongings of Hazrat Musa and Hazrat Harun alayhi salam. Allah did as he promised, and the lost sacred chest was placed outside Taloot's house by angels. Bani Israel accepted Taloot as their king. Taloot gathered the army of men and started towards their lost land. That land was ruled by a cruel king called Jaloot. He had a big army of very brave soldiers. As Bani Israel set out to fight, they came across a river. They were all very thirsty. Taloot told them that it was a test from Allah and they should not drink water from the river, but just a little bit. Most people did not listen and drank a lot of water. Only a few men listened and obeyed. Now these people said to Taloot that the army of Jaloot is really big and we will not fight them. Only those few men who had listened followed Taloot to fight. As they reached near the city where Jaloot was, these few men, almost 313 in number, prayed to Allah for help and give them patience. Allah sure did help them, and when these few men fought the big army of Jaloot, they defeated that army. Among these brave men was a man that you all know. Guess who? Yep, you're right. It was Hazrat Dawood alayhi salam. Hazrat Dawood alayhi salam was a very, very brave soldier, and he went ahead and killed Jaloot. The army of Jaloot was destroyed by these few men who fought bravely with Allah's help, of course. Bani Israel got their lost land and their sacred chest back. Later in the years, Allah made Hazrat Dawood alayhi salam his prophet and king of Bani Israel, and he was one of the most blessed kings who ever ruled. So that, guys, was a very interesting story about Bani Israel and the army of Jaloot. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you in my next video. Take care of yourselves and your family. Fi amanillah.